Tom Arnone.
No, it's call-out time.
Brian Wilson.
You died for that football.
Nick Delgazzo.
It's going to be a battle.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Welcome. This is Agree to Disagree. We're right here on the worldwide leader of Shark Talk, A2DRadio.com. I'm Tom Arnone. I'm joined by Brian Wilson, Nick Delgazzo, the Hat Man, producing, and we are live from the Legends Tap studio here in Burlington, New Jersey. And our show, like every Sunday, is brought to you by Legends Tap, 318 High Street in Burlington, New Jersey. Best pizza this side of Delaware, 609-386-3001. Follow them on Facebook at Legends Tap. A lot of stuff to talk about today. We'll get into the top 5 sports performances that we've ever seen. We'll talk about Peyton Manning legacy. He's going to retire. We'll go over his legacy a little bit. You know, did he fondle? Did he rape? We don't know, but we'll go over it. We'll dive into Peyton's legacy and what is it. But the biggest story in hand that we got and we brought up for today is the biggest draft bust in sports history. And you can vote on our Twitter page, Facebook, who is the biggest bust in sports history. We got Odin, Ryan Leaf, Matt Bush, Alexandre Deg, or whatever the hell you say. It's hockey guy. I don't pronounce hockey guys right. Or Brian Wilson's also on the list on Facebook. And you can find all our social media. You just search A2DRadio.com, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, the whole nine. You don't like that, Brian? You don't like being on the list?
I shouldn't be on the list. It's ridiculous.
Well, why do you disagree with your name being put on the list as a
But
bust?
it's the biggest bust.
Well, were you not?
I didn't play professional sports.
Well, you played at it.
Where are you? Then you're a bust.
No.
Sitting at a table, bust.
I'm a workhorse and got the best out of my potential.
Congratulations.
I didn't get more or less. You might have got less out of potential. From a 12-year-old ace on the bump to a guy who a couple hands broken and just couldn't sniff a lineup. I can't do this with you.
I'm going to kill you.
This is great. This is phenomenal. So our main subject at hand, the biggest bust in sports history, is brought to you by Obie's Catering. Changing the world one dish at a time. Contact Chris O'Brien. I just did. 856-534-8410. Email him cateringbyobie@yahoo.com. Tell him Tom Unknown and the boys, the bad boys of Sports Talk sent you, and you get 20% off. And you can also find him Catering by Obie on Facebook as well. So the biggest bust in sports history. Gentlemen. Got a big list.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, real quick, if you don't mind taking a couple minutes here. Good to see everybody on a Sunday, but I think if we take a couple minutes here to talk about what we witnessed last night before we get into a banging show that I know we always have. I mean, we were all texting each other last night. Goodness gracious, what is this young man doing? What is he doing to this league in the last 2 years? It's unbelievable.
Well, what are they doing to Mark? Yeah, what are they doing to Mark Jackson now? ESPN. I mean, can you give the guy a break and just get him off Golden State broadcast? I feel bad. I feel so bad for the guy. They put him through a torture chamber. Every game is the Warriors and Mark Jackson.
Well, it's like watching Bambi get shot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's coming.
Come on, dude. Come on. It's unreal. But it's just unbelievable. And Willie sent me a text. I mean, there was only 5 seconds left to go in the game. And he said, I said, no Durant in double overtime. That's a bad recipe right there. And he said, the game's over before double overtime. And then the guy pulled up from right next to the beer vendor. Right, guy had his hand in the ice chest. And it was nothing but nylon.
Well, let me tell you how good we are here at A2D Radio and how bad the worldwide leader of bullshit is. Okay? That game is aired on ESPN last night. And I'm going to give kudos to my man, Ryan Brodo, on this one, too, as well as myself, because I called him when Curry was one away from tying it. And I said, let's get Twitter ready to roll because he's going to break it. He's going to break this. Then he ties it, and Ryan's got it ready to go, and he's on the phone with me. And when this guy hits a 3, it's a matter of possession, maybe 2, he's hitting another one. So you got to be ready to go. Our tweet for him breaking his record was the first one out on Twitter, period. Before the worldwide leader of bullshit, before Bleacher Report. But how do you not have it ready when you're airing the game and you know this guy? Like, how do you not have that tweet ready to roll? Like, he's ready to break it. Let's go. Hits mid-shot, and I said, hit it. I told him, hit the button. Well, that's money.
Like Willie said, like 3 minutes before that, the other one, heat check was nothing but it was in and out. It was down, it just didn't go down.
He's the best, but he's ruining the game for kids because now everybody thinks they can hit, 50-foot jumpers.
That one last night, they're like, who just pulls up from 35?
Like,
there was time left. He could have got down to the 3-point line. He was like, no, this is good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm ready here. We got a timeout. I'm sorry, Steve. We don't need a timeout.
Maybe draw a foul or something. No,
Bing.
that's it. I'm good. My percentages are much better.
I think everyone knew it was in, too. As soon as he left his hand. Ennis Canner on the bench was like,
yeah.
As soon as he left his hand, it's like, oh, it's good.
Oh, it's just cold-blooded.
It's
absolutely cold-blooded.
Yeah, and guys like Steven Jackson who go beat people up in the stands can say, well, our Warriors team, we would beat them. Dude, get a clue. I mean, look in the mirror and get a clue about yourself before you come out and say outlandish shit. Because, I mean, listen, I still think the Bulls beat them if you want to get cute with it because I think Jordan's the best ever and he wins and nobody's stopping him. And nobody's stopping Curry either, okay? But to say like a 98 Golden State Warriors team's beating them, get a clue, Steven, please. I love you as a player. You're a good player. Just knock it off, though. Like, I know you're trying to get headlines and stuff, but don't get cute.
He's an idiot.
And then the kid comes out the kid comes out last night. They beat OKC again, right? And before that game, it was like when Durant and Westbrook were on the court and Curry and Thompson were on the court, OKC's outscoring them by like 49 points, right? Now with them off the court, the Warriors are outscored OKC by like 89 points. So you see the difference in the depth of a team in Golden State and how deep they go compared to OKC. And then last night probably went further now. So now the deficit's probably even longer. They can't beat them. But I still think if they play each other in a series, it goes 7. I just do.
Like I said, I know we could go all night about it, but I just wanted, real quick. I just thought it was something we could talk about real quick. And, I did the Curry and Jordan thing in the first 7 years just because I thought it was interesting.
You have that? Well,
yeah, I have it.
Well, let's see, because we're going to go to the top performances, and that was your idea after Curry last night. So what we'll do is we'll talk about Curry and we'll compare him and Jordan over the first 7 years. Completely different players, but this is what we do.
Yeah,
this is why this is fun. We compare. And that's why we got into the business, just to, act like we know a lot. But let's get into the biggest bust in sports history. And we took a lot of heat on this on Twitter. Frank Vespi giving us a million names. We know. That's why we got a list of 10 here, babe. Okay? And then, one Mr. Doug Fresh. We appreciate that you're fine with me putting in certain things. And I told him on Twitter last night, I'm also fine when you PayPal me too. We're 2 months late there. So, that's how I respond. You're going to tell me, oh, I'm fine with this. Dude, Twitter only allows 4 people. 4 people. How many do you want us to put in here? We got a goddamn good list here. I get upset when people try to act like they know more. Okay? What is wrong with this list? We have Odin, Ryan Leaf, Matt Bush, and maybe the worst hockey bust of all time in Alexandria, right? Okay.
Alexander Degg, yeah.
Alexander. Well, it's spelled Alexandria. Okay, Brian? And this is what's wrong with hockey. Alexander. And that name is from Mattson Studio, Hockey Happy Hour. I asked him, who's your hockey boss?
There's a lot of silent letters in the hockey world.
I gave you Degg as well.
No, you did, but I'm just saying, you give credit to guys on the station. Mattson Studio, hockey expert, was like, let me think about it. And that was the name that came to him. And then me and Brodo, we went and looked him up. I said, this is a no-brainer. His numbers are horrible.
If you had 100 names from each sport, then there's no debate.
There's no bust.
This is what sports talk radio is about. You don't care. It doesn't matter what time you're on, what station you're on. And when you're debating something, somebody gives you, just a few options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now you talk about it. And like I said, we got a giant list that we're gonna dissect and we're gonna have fun with.
Yes, and we're big believers on who came after you. Right, when you were taken, the part of this list is who came after you. And
big time.
And the Sam Billy argument, we're going to start with the NBA. Okay, and me and Wilson, I listen, Sam looks like a bust because of Michael. We get this. But this is a guy who played 11 years in the league and almost averaged a double-double. So, bust, yeah, because he was taking one, yes, he's a bust. But in the terms of Odin bust, who's on our list, are people out there really going to argue that? Are you kidding me? This guy couldn't even get on the court. This guy stunk. Greg Oden stunk.
Yeah, he was awful.
Sorry, I just I get fired up.
He was awful.
Guys
but
want to get hot
Bowie,
on social media.
I tell you what, I was giving a lot of heat last night to people about how Bowie's not really a bust, and he is a bust. But like we said, he played 11 years, almost averaged double-double. Now, what I didn't realize, which I saw today, is that Portland had a coin flip for the number 1 pick that year, which they lost the coin flip, so had the 2nd pick, and number 1 was Olajuwon. So not only did they miss Jordan, they missed Olajuwon. It just adds up. And Barkley and Stockton also.
Yeah. That's like I said. That's what it is.
It's a lot.
I mean, you
it's
pointed
4
out.
Hall of Famers. Really.
You said that yesterday, and like I didn't know enough. I didn't follow him enough his career-wise to know that he was close to, the double-double and stuff. He's just a name that's synonymous with Jordan and going before him and everything else. Everybody blocks everything out. For him, he could only have been a Hall of Famer to get away from that.
Well, how about this? Before Oden, he's your guy you go to, right? I mean, before Greg Oden came into the league, when you talk about biggest bust in the NBA, Sam Bowie's usually a name that gets thrown out there.
Yeah, but I don't think. Well, no, you're right.
He was,
but not dissected like my man Big Willie. That's why we're the best at what we do. Yeah, because if you look at it, number 2 on my list is Sean Bradley. Don't tell me he ain't worse than Bowie. Come on, or Bowie, my man.
No, he is.
Come on.
Well, me and Wilson,
Candy.
Yeah, he's on. I got him too.
Me and Wilson talking on the way up, and I said, I've watched documentaries on Sam Bowie on how great of a player he was and projected to be, and injuries derailed him. But you look at Greg Oden, right, and a guy who played 3 seasons in a total of 105 games and, 8 points and 6 rebounds a game. It's terrible from a number 1 pick.
105 games and he was picked over Durant.
He picked over Durant.
We watched Durant drop 37 last night, and he was going bullet for bullet with Curry. So, it's bad. And like you said, the NBA is even worse in my opinion because in football, a lot of them are like Jamarcus Russell's synonymous, probably one of the number 1s in football. But they look at that draft, they're drafting for quarterback there, and there was no other really good quarterbacks in that draft. The NBA, you draft the best guy. It don't matter where he plays. You draft the best player.
Yeah. Well, that's where other sports, I think, get it wrong because they're always diving in. And this is why GMs lose their job because they draft for need instead of the best player. And I think the NBA runs into that. You look at Darko Milicic, right? I mean,
that's an awful pick.
But my point is that was drafting a need and not the best player. Right? And
Carmelo.
We see how that went. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh.
Yeah,
right after.
Yeah.
You ruin a Detroit franchise for years to come, because of missing on that pick. So, it's how it goes. But give me some names in the NBA you guys got.
I got Oden, obviously. We said that. Bowie. Michael Olowokandi a good one. He was drafted first overall by the Clippers. And then taking after him were Antoine Jameson, Vince Carter, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce. Not like right after, but like in the top 10.
Miss again.
Yeah.
So that's a bad one. Hasheem Thabit's another one I have.
Yeah, another good one.
Who was the second overall pick in 2009. Taken in that top 10 were Steph Curry and James Harden. So, hey, Steph Curry, he seems to be playing okay.
Kwame Brown, another good one.
Kwame Brown, another number 1.
I had Kwame.
What do you got, Sweeps?
I got Oden, Bradley, Kwame Brown, Darko, and Candyman. With other guys trying to get in, like, Danny Ferry, guy Jay Williams.
Adam Morrison.
Adam Morrison, DeJuan Wagner.
Yeah.
I mean,
how about the 2000
local guy, Eddie Griffin. You can talk about injuries all you want. I mean, when you're in the top, if you're a top 10 pick, and you don't pay that, you got to get it done.
Well, how about this? How about the 2000 first round for the Los Angeles Clippers as a bust as a whole, right? You had Dooling,
Darius Miles was
Richardson,
Kenyon Dooling,
right? Kenyon Dooling, Q Rich, and C.J. Miles. So that's a 2000. That's our first round.
Darius
Miles.
Yeah, what did I say? CJ?
Yeah, CJ plays right now.
I thought I was right.
That's on me. Darius Miles.
Darius Miles
He's a better actor than he is hoop guy.
Yeah, he was a pretty bad actor. Was that the faculty?
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes here.
Hop blonde in the faculty.
Oh. Well, let's look at the 2000. Let's look at that 2000 draft real quick, because the Clippers took Miles, Darius, third. After him, let's say Jamal Crawford. Let's see who else is in this draft.
Solid player.
Mm-hmm. Not much. So, this whole draft looks like a pretty much a bust. But they had 3. They had the Clippers in that draft in 2000 had the 3rd pick. They had the 10th and the 18th.
Okay.
So there's nothing really after that in this first round. So that's
3, 10, and 18, and they don't get a good player out of it. That's rough.
No, wow. and the problem
that'd be like the Sixers this year.
Jeez.
The only good player I see out of this draft, Kenyon Martin was a good player. He went first overall. Okay, he was good besides the injuries.
Until he got the lips on his neck. Yeah,
Mike Miller.
He was definitely a good NBA guy.
The worst neck tattoo of all time. He wins hands down.
Absolutely.
And there's not a good neck tattoo. In case anyone's wondering.
Jamal Crawford's a guy they could have taken. Hedo Turkle is a guy they could have taken.
Hedo.
Let's say, like I said, that draft, that 2000, and people have time to go look at that and go over it. That's a bad draft. Like Martine Cleaves, stop it, you stink. That's just full of slop. So that's a bad draft as a whole, as a bust. Jonathan Bender, another name.
Pacers,
Yeah.
bust.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, this is the guy when you watched him in the high school American game was a pop. I mean, a big-time pop and never lived up to it. You know, we talk about Candy, Robert Traylor. There's
Tractor trailer.
another bust that, you know, Joe Smith, number 1 pick by the Warriors in 95.
Yeah, he's a bust.
Now, in terms of playing time,
I was just going to say,
he played forever.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing, and I'm not diving into Big Joe's stats, but I feel like Joe was around forever.
He
And
was. He
just
wasn't an awful
just
player,
was a
but he just-
consummate NBA guy, you know, almost like we talk about Matt Steers, like professional hitter. Like Joe Smith was always on a roster. Not saying that that's anything, you know, not that that means
Well,
anything.
But he
But,
probably
you know,
played
let's-
15 years.
Yeah,
well, let's rip
absolutely.
the Warriors for a second on who went after him. Antonio McDyess, good name.
McNugget, yeah.
Jerry Stackhouse, third to Philly,
The stack.
good name. How about Rasheed Wallace? Good
I
name.
love Wallace.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I love Sheed.
Kevin Garnett.
Pretty good player.
He was decent.
Yeah.
You know, Stoudemire, you know, with the blunt. Damon. We know about Damon's activity, but good player.
Mighty Mouse.
Ed O'Bannon, another bust that was in that draft.
Bust, bust,
goodness
bust.
gracious.
Now, after Ed, let's see who they could have taken.
Wow. Eddie's a great name.
Brent Barry. I mean, there's not a lot. Theo Ratliff.
Yeah.
Some guys they could have taken. Not much after him. So I mean, he was a bust because he was supposed to be good. But Michael Finley could have been taken.
He's okay.
Solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
solid.
solid NBA.
But I mean, Joe Smith. You look. You say, okay, he's a bust. Why? Because you went after him. You know, Sheed, Garnett. You got to hit on. You got to get one of them too.
Yeah.
But Joe played forever. I mean, I could pull up his numbers because I would like to, but he played forever. And you're right, consummate pro. If that guy went like 15th overall, you look back at Joe Smith, you say, hey, good NBA player, right?
No, absolutely.
But these guys can't control where they get drafted.
No,
so,
but that's what the beauty is. I mean,
we
the number
can-
one
yeah,
pick.
we
That's
can
what most
control
of our
Ripple.
list probably
Yeah.
has number one picks on it because
Kwame
that's
Brown's
the
a bad
stigma that
one.
goes with it. You know.
Pal Gasol, Zach Randolph, Joe Johnson after Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown's a bad one. That was the infamous Jordan pick, right?
10, almost 11 and 6.5 for Joe Smith over his career, which went from, let's see, 95 all the way to 2010 was his last season, 2010,
15
11.
years. Look at
So, I mean,
Give the guy give him a medal.
16 years of experience.
Yeah,
So.
16. Yeah.
Just tossing that
Played
up.
forever.
So let's shoot into the. Well, that's NBA, right? We got good names.
Yeah.
in the NBA.
Yeah, real good names.
Well, so before we do break, we'll go. Let's do MLB, and then after the break, we'll do NFL. We'll do it like that.
Sure.
And hockey, we did the Alexander Degg, you know. I'll just touch on hockey real quick because I don't really have many other names down for hockey. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys
I got
do.
some beauties, but I hear you.
We can save hockey for afterwards. You know,
All right.
let's get into the baseball a little bit. You want to get on the action? 856-295-1178. You want to vote on any of this or get in on the action on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is how you can find us. This is Agree Disagree only on A2DRadio.com. And you talk about Major League Baseball boss. You know, Bryn Taylor we talked about. You know, first pick overall by the Yankees, left-handed pitcher. And we were saying, who could the Yankees have drafted?
I don't think he ever played a game either in the pros, did he?
Oh, he had a bar fight. Was never the same after he messed up his shoulder in a bar fight.
Guy who
Which
went in that-
brought down many of us, but I never got paid, and I was never the number one pick, so I would have had an entourage with me. But yes, happened to the best of us.
And the guy who went in that draft that the Yankees could have taken, Manny Ramirez, full circle. Curse de Bambino is then broken. A few years later, that will get into probably one of our best sporting events. Just, when we talk about it later, so I'll get into that a little bit. Number one on our list, though, that we put up was Matt Bush, and he was number one on my list.
Yeah, Bush is a bad one. Verlander taken second.
Wow.
Verlander they could have taken Verlander. So
And Matt Bush never played a game as a pro.
Yeah, he's been to
San
prison.
Diego
He's been
Padres,
to
yeah,
prison.
he
Like,
just
like
got out of
Willie
jail.
said. Yeah, like Willie said, it's unbelievable.
I think 2 weeks after they drafted him, he went to a different high school and threatened some kid who was talking to his girlfriend and beat the kid up and destroyed the kid's car with a bat or something.
Did he
And he was
kill
screaming
somebody with
I'm
drinking
Matt,
driving?
I'm Matt effing Bush.
That's what I like about
Yeah.
him, actually. I mean, that's why I give him a chance
So-
again when he comes out of prison, because I like a guy who's going to let people know who you
Yeah,
are.
but then he also got hammered drunk and ran somebody over.
Well, we don't
Rats
condone
Matt.
we don't condone any of the stuff Matt Bush did, but what we do condone, at least me
I think he got a
personally,
shot at they're making him a pitcher. Somebody's giving him a shot on the bump,
Rangers.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think they're giving him a shot hitting. At least that's what he came back. I think with the Rays was the original.
as a pitcher.
The
he came
original
back.
Rays guy, yeah, they gave him a shot on the bump. and that didn't work either. So I don't know what I guess this Rangers thing is he's picking up the lumber again.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I
Maybe
mean, they're
we'll
stacked
see.
in the infield too. So they got to figure out what to do with Profar. Now that Odor played well too
Yeah,
last year.
Jerkson's been hurt for 3 straight
Yeah.
years.
Well, I just think it's funny that he lets people know who he is. I'm Matt Bush.
Sure.
Yeah,
How
you're a fan
about,
of that.
I mean, listen, we backed the Swagger. You know what I mean? You went 1 overall, but you never even sniffed the field. Sorry.
No.
Still-
Top of the list.
Steve Chilcott is another one I have on here.
Yeah, Steve
Old
Chilcott.
one, I think Reggie.
Yeah,
Reggie Jackson was picked after him.
Yeah,
there was some.
Jackson,
there was
Reggie
a lot
Jackson,
of. There was a
second
lot of
overall.
old heads on there that I kind of breezed by.
Chilcott, I got Al Chambers, 1979 Mariners. They could have drafted Andy Van Slyke, Tim Wallach, or just 2 of the names that they could have drafted over Al Chambers. Another one, Danny Goodwin, 1971 White Sox. Some names, Jim Rice could have been taken, Lee Smith, Andre Dawson. So,
The Hawk.
You missed that one.
Yeah, I had like Todd Van Poppel,
Yeah, Tom Van Poppel's a good one.
Matt Anderson,
Brian Bullington.
and yeah, he didn't make my top 5. But he should be in the top 5 because the guys that came after him.
Grinke
Bullington,
and Fielder.
B.J. Upton, Granke, Hamels, Prince Fielder, Matt Cain, all after Brian Bullington. All right, and I just had Pryor in the top 5. I mean, he pitched in the big leagues, but he was just like the next coming and just
He was supposed to be amazing.
just was everything.
The
And
Messiah.
and it just
Didn't live up to it.
Yeah.
Who else you got? Who else?
I got a guy named Billy Roll. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I got the two local guys, Billy Rowell and Willie Banks. Billy Rowell's a disgrace.
Billy Roll went to
was a Eustis guy, number 9 overall, and right after him,
Top
Lincecum and
position.
Serger went right after.
Top position player in the draft that year out of high school.
Never made it above Double-A.
Got a 50-game suspension for multiple drug tests. Failed.
Another team that tried to bring him back on the mound, like give him a shot on the mound, and that was it.
I got a great one here. Sean Abner, 1984 Mets outfielder.
Yes, I have him in the others just because he's a Met cockroach, so I put him in there.
This is what makes it. This is what makes it even worse, right? McGuire, Maddox, Glavine, all could have been taken.
Yeah, and he was 26 when he was out of the major, so. Yeah.
So
Should be 3 Hall of Famers after him, really.
it's a problem.
McGuire
you
probably
didn't get
won't ever
that
make
one.
it, but-
You guys said Matt Anderson.
Yeah, Matt
Tigers
Anderson's
right-hander. Berkman was a name they threw out that could have been taken. So anybody else on this list? Let's see. We talked about Paul Wilson, right? You had him. How about Tim Beckman? We talked about 2008.
Yeah, little Rays. Yeah.
Rays shortstop. Could have taken Buster Posey there. So there's a mess.
Yeah, he's a good player. Stud.
We said Dave Roberts, Padres third baseman.
I mean, that's why it's beautiful just to look at it after the fact, like you
Could
said.
have had Atkin
Because
Carter.
draft picks are so it's such a
It's a
crapshoot,
crapshoot,
So
yeah.
seeing it later on is what makes it fun, and saying, "Oh man, that's unbelievable! What happened right there?" So, who knows in the moment what's going to happen? But it's just it's great to look back at it.
No, it is. It is. So we did I mean, that's our baseball. We went through baseball and NBA. On the other side, we'll continue going through. We'll go NFL. We'll give you our hockey. We'll give you our hockey quickly. This segment right here was brought to you by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Well, first, before I get into that, you're listening to Agree Disagree, only on the worldwide leader of Shark Talk, A2DRadio.com. And this segment was brought to you by the Sports Outlet, again, for all your sporting needs. 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. You can reach them on the web at sportsoutletinc.com or on the phone at 856-939-2030. Agree to disagree. A2DRadio.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Romeo's Termite and Pest Control. Family owned and operated, Romeo's only employs the safest, most effective methods to rectify your situation. Whether it's at your house or at your commercial residence, no matter what the concern may be, they'll get the job done. Raccoons, squirrels, bed bugs, termites, you name it, they'll take care of it. Satisfaction guaranteed. Give them a call at 856-341-3927 or look them up on Facebook at Romeo's Pest Control, or visit their website at www.romeospestcontrol.com, your local pest control provider. A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Martino Roofing. With more than 15 years of roofing experience, they have all the services that you need, whether it's new construction, tear-offs, replacements, or re-roofs for your residential or commercial business. They'll provide a detailed service in a timely and professional manner. So you can give them a call for a free consultation at 609-792-5103. Send them an email at martinoroofing@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.martinoroofingllc.com. The number again is 609-792-5103. Martino Roofing.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and founder of HUDRadio.com. What if I told you I knew the best caterer in the business? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It's Obie's Catering. You can contact Obie's Catering at cateringbyobie@yahoo.com or give Chris O'Brien a call at 856-534-8410. From graduations to wedding rehearsals to just if you need food cooked in your house. He'll do it all. He's trying to change the world one dish at a time. That's Obie's Catering. Chris O'Brien, 856-534-8410. Tell him Tommy A from HUDRadio.com sent you, and you'll get 20% off.
HUDRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Well, welcome back. Agree to Disagree, A2DRadio.com. If you're just joining us, we're talking about who is the biggest bust in sports history, and you can vote on our Facebook page, Twitter, at A2D Radio. You can go Greg Oden, Ryan Leaf, Matt Bush, and the hockey player. Or if you want to get cute, Brian Wilson as well is on that list. And we're going to continue this conversation, and we're going to go. We did NBA, we did MLB, and we'll give you our biggest bust at the end of this segment. And right now we'll dive into NFL's biggest draft bust, and we'll give you a list of them guys. And this is brought to you by Martino Roofing. More than 15 years of roofing experience, proudly serving Sewell, New Jersey, as well as Pennsylvania, Delaware, and the South Jersey area. 609-792-5103 on the web, martinoroofingllc.com. You want to get on the action, 856-295-1178. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, AGD Radio is how you can find us. So, gentlemen, we hop into the NFL draft bust. And number one, well, yeah, I'll let you guys go with your five.
Yeah, I had Leaf as well as number one. Even before I knew who went after him, just because I thought he's better than Peyton, and I'm the guy that's will stand up and I'm a man. I'm a man, Jerry. I'm 40. I'm a man, and I'll let you know when I'm wrong. All right, and I was, and I loved him. I loved him. And I thought he was going to be a better pro, and he guy. Just and boy was he awful. But besides that whole thing, Woodson went fourth, Fred Taylor, Trey Thomas, and Randy Moss, along with a lot of guys. That was a good draft class.
The KO Spikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyle Turley, guys, just some linemen and stuff, but just a lot of. So he was number one for me. Jamarcus Russell, like Willie pointed out, there's probably not a lot of quarterbacks in that draft class, but just, it's just bad when you're number one overall. And
There were some
you're
good players
supposed to
in
be
that
the
draft.
savior. Yeah, exactly.
Like
It's not,
Calvin, Adrian Peterson. There were some good guys. It's just that there wasn't really many other good quarterbacks.
Well, what's funny? The next quarterback to go in that draft, that 98 draft, the next QB to go.
I know it.
Who?
98 or 08?
98.
Oh, the Leaf one?
Yeah.
I
After
don't
Leaf.
know it. I thought you meant after Russell.
No, I'm going after Leaf right now. After Leaf.
Brunel?
No. And this is actually a better pick, and I only like the guy, Charlie Batch. In the third round was the next QB to go. That's unbelievable. So you talk about that trade up with Arizona. I mean, Andre Wadsworth stunk too. So, that trade up with Arizona that they traded, there wasn't another quarterback. They would have been better waiting on Charlie Batch. Jesus. That's terrible. But that being said, go ahead, gentlemen.
Leaf, for me, Jamarcus Russell. Boz for all the hype. I mean, it wasn't, everything was Boz, and it was brutal. Steve Entman, number one pick in 1992 draft, and Charles Rogers, which will segue into one of Willie's tremendous stories about Chuck Rogers.
Will, you got your list?
Yeah, I got it.
Shoot.
Well, I went to Marcus Russell 1. Just because, I don't know, he was such a huge bust. They were expecting so much out of him.
I love the guy.
I know you did.
I
Out of LSU, you loved him. Remember, he torched Notre Dame in the bowl game right before he got drafted.
Guy was a stub, but some guys just don't carry it over. Some guys just don't have the dedication.
Some are
they get
just
paid,
dogs.
they get checked out.
Yeah, they're just
We were
dogs.
talking about that on the way up about waiters. Thinking maybe he's just a dog in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's struggling. Guy was a good player in college. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. So I went Russell, Leaf 2, Charles Rogers I had on there. And it reminds me, I just love the Charles Rogers because he was great at Michigan State. He was awesome.
Yeah,
but then he
the
just
nerve
was
catch.
a mess. He was a mess for the
15
Lions.
games and then he was done.
And then he has an interview after testing positive for weed like 6 times and getting thrown out of the league basically for it. He has an interview where they try to help him along, like, we'll give you an interview, maybe you look human, like you can get back in the league. And he just was like, yeah, I blow. And like, when you say blow, do you mean smoke marijuana? Yeah, I wake up and blow, and I eat breakfast and blow. Like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you doing with yourself?
Wow.
They after that interview, they walked out like, this dude's never gonna play again. By the way, you can mark that down.
Wow. Yeah, write that
Just
down.
an idiot.
Incredible.
So then I had Tim Couch 4.
Yeah, Couch is on my list.
Couch was taking over McNabb.
Yeah. Thank you.
Obviously, what's called was also a bust after that, Achilles Smith.
Yeah, stunk.
But Couch went number 1. So I had him. I had Blair Thomas because just to throw a little wound in Penn State because I don't like him.
Yeah, number 2
Blair
in the
Thomas,
1990 draft. He's on my list.
Running back, Penn State. And then for a little Eagles flair, how about Mike Mamula?
Sure.
Michael Moore, definitely. All right, I'm gonna go over this list. Right, I got all them names that you have. I also have. I have Leaf 1. The guys who went after him being such a head case, even compounds it. Because we don't know if Jamarcus Russell's a crumb. We don't know. We assume. There's reports here and there, but we know Ryan Leaf was a head case.
He's sucking down codeine.
We like
safe
him.
Safe to say Jamarcus is a crumb, but
safe to say. But
we've seen Leaf's act.
Leaf's got a rap sheet here.
Then Ryan was selling pain pills to the players when he was coaching after that.
Yeah. So
Good job, Leaf.
Yeah.
Big problem. So Russell, Leaf, Couch, I all agree with. Another name, David Carr. Just throwing names.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I got him.
He got beat up so bad. I feel bad for the guy because he played for that organization.
Yeah, he was
when
in
they
my
first came up.
He was in my others list. Yeah, but tremendous name.
Tony
Absolutely.
Mandarich.
Got him.
Another one,
nice
second
job.
pick. 1989 draft by the Packers. Vernon Golston of the Jets. Ohio State.
Yeah, number 3.
Jets selected him 6 in 2008.
6.
Golston never recorded a sack while on the leg. That's a boss. The top 6 pick. Not recording a
Yeah,
sack.
he was the end.
Problem.
The end,
at the
right?
end. You
Yeah.
roll in the one. I mean, Strahan got the most sacks of all time by running in the one. I mean, you figure you run in the one.
Zero.
Kajana Carter, another name.
Another Penn
Stunk.
Stater.
Another Penn State running back.
Plagued by injuries, but still stunk.
Noah's
How
vomiting.
about Blaine Gabbert? Another one. 10th selection,
Yeah, I
2011
think Blaine
draft.
Gabbert stinks.
Yeah, it's
Just
a given.
going in.
There's another one I didn't think of.
I got
They
Rick
did-
Meyer.
That's
Also
a good one.
Great
Rick
one.
Meyer.
number 2
yeah.
pick in 1993.
Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had how about this guy? I think there's a 30 for 30 on him. Marcus Dupree.
Marcus Dupree's a
Running
great
back.
one. Great
Yeah.
one. And I
Had
can
a
watch
great
that.
30 for 30.
I can watch
Yeah, it
that
is.
30 for 30. I've watched it about 3 times.
It's a good one.
I love watching it. He was just a pup. And he just saw the corruption back in the day, too. I mean,
Yeah.
they get him the sign was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, the mom wanted a double wide trailer. She
That's
got
it.
it.
Got it.
Got
yeah.
it. You know, you look back, you got a little more than a double wide, mommy. You know what I mean? But hey, whatever floats your boat. But just a
Dad
down
wants a driving lawnmower. It's there.
That's it.
well, just the Reverend got in his head and got him got him out of college into the UFL. And, for Marcus, the reason I won't put him real high up there is the guy got in the league and showed he could play a little bit after all the injuries. Still got to the league. Through all that crap, still managed to get to the league for 2 years. Bust, no question about it. But through all that crap and all the shit that went on with Marcus Dupree, he still got there somehow. So, how about Aaron Curry, Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah.
Okay, this guy,
Andre Ware.
or Aaron Curry, selected 4th overall in 2009 draft, described this as the safest pick in the draft. Well, good. Thank
People
you,
loved
Mel.
him.
Thanks, Mel.
Hold on.
Okay. and-
Comb your hair.
huh?
Vanderbilt? Where'd he go?
Aaron Curry, another Penn Stater.
UNC
Is
guy?
he?
Is he Penn State guy?
Penn State?
Is Aaron
really?
Curry Penn State? He might be UNC.
I don't think he is.
Clemson, UNC?
I thought he was like
Oh, I got you.
Vanderbilt or something.
He might be. No problem.
Wake Forest, maybe?
Could be.
Somewhere down there.
Usually, I'm all over these
Yeah.
guys.
UNC or
He should be
Clemson, I
over
thought
there.
maybe. But yeah, he could be an ACC guy. Wake.
Wake
There you go.
Forest.
Wake Forest. Attaboy.
Forest.
Attaboy.
Okay. But whatever. So, I mean, another name. Considered the safest pick and played in 3
I don't
seasons.
draft football players from Wake Forest, so there you go. I wouldn't have taken him.
We mentioned Achille. How about Courtney Brown?
Courtney Brown's got to be up there, yeah?
God,
Another Penn State. Penn State's all over
Goodness
this list.
gracious.
A year after selecting Tim Couch 1st overall, the Browns were at the top spot again in 2000. And Courtney Brown, who tallied just 19 sacks in his career.
My God,
And he was
Sandusky.
taking over what's it called, who was awesome.
Sandusky was just doing a number down there.
Even though his career kind of fell off, LeVar Arrington was awesome for 5 years. And Courtney Brown was taking over Arrington. I know that.
With the 1994 draft, he's sure.
Heath.
Tennessee.
Yeah, there's some good
Steve
ones,
Edman,
man.
we said Blair Thomas, Andre Ware, Lawrence Phillips.
Lawrence Phillips, yeah. He just killed himself.
Yeah,
didn't he?
another prison guy.
Good work, Lawrence.
Yes, did everybody a favor, that boy. Yeah.
So out of that, I mean,
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
the
Yeah,
consensus,
the worst.
2 out of
women,
3
beat
are
women again. So
2 out of 3 of us are Leaf. So we'll go there now to the NHL. You guys have lists. I know you do.
yeah, I got a
Ross.
list.
Yeah, I got a couple guys.
I'll shoot.
Go ahead, Will. You want
Alexander Daigle is the top, and I kept him at the top. Patrick Stefan is another one I had
go
on
on,
there.
yeah.
He went number 1
Yeah,
some year.
188 points in 450 games or something like that.
Who else you got, bud? That's it.
I got Pavel Brendel,
Yeah.
number 4 pick for the Rangers. Ended up as a fly guy, 11 goals, 22 points in 78 games. I mean,
Yeah.
hit the bricks, my friend.
And I think he was taken, and Stefan was taken first in that draft. He was 4th, and in between them were the 2 Sedin twins who were still playing and
Yeah.
still good.
I have Rick DiPietro, goalie for the Islanders.
Yeah, that's definitely one.
Obviously, for being a bust as well, but he's 15-year contract. One of the original guys to get one of those absolutely Bobby Bonilla contracts.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just unbelievable. I got Brett Lindros. I mean, just for the hype and the pedigree. You know what I mean? He was a
Brett.
number 9 pick for
Remember
the
Brett.
Islanders. Missed again.
I forgot all
7
about Brett.
points.
That's
7
great.
points in 51 games.
7 points.
It's
I think I
unbelievable.
could walk
He's
in
like,
there.
he's like
Yeah,
Umberger.
I know. A guy named Daniel Dore, number 5 pick, 5 points in 17 games.
Wow, 17 games. You're the 5 pick. You only get 17 games.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Phew.
This guy Brian Lawton
Yes.
was in a lot of them.
Number 1 pick.
He did have 266 points in his career, but he was taking over Pat LaFontaine, Steve Yzerman, Tom Barrasso.
You missed that one.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah,
Yzerman,
yeah.
one of the greatest players of all time. So,
Yep.
I mean, just bad. And
Doug-
he was number 1. Yeah.
Doug Wickenhausen, number 1 pick. He had I think he had 270 points in 550 games or something. But when you're that top pick, that's the
Scott-
stigma that goes with it. You know what I mean? You can't.
Scott Sissons from the New York Islanders, 1990, 6th overall. And all the guys taken before him were all studs. and then he was taken and was awful.
How about
Owen Nolan,
Pavel Brendel?
Keith Primo,
Yeah,
Mike
we
Ritchie.
said him.
Said them
Yeah,
because
that's the Flyers.
two guys you went who sandwiched in between and both said Dean brothers.
Yeah, and what's it called was in front of him? Stefan, the other one we said.
Yep. Rick DiPietro. They have him first pick by the Islanders in
Yep,
2000.
Yeah.
Just said him.
Sorry, just going over it.
Yeah, we're good.
You're behind.
All right, well, it's not the first time.
Lock in.
No, that's it with hockey.
Alexander Volchkov, 96, fourth overall.
I can't even do it anymore.
Yeah, you're starting to go. When you start to get like more,
Yeah, but
starting to
he
get a
played-
lot of vowels
This
there.
guy's played just 3 games in his NHL career, so that's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. Okay, well, let's get into who's the biggest in all sports.
You know what?
You got a what?
I'm gonna land on Leaf still, but I mean Odin's right there, like biting his heels for me.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm going to go with Odin
Yeah, I think
because Portland's already had that stigma of they took Sam Bowie over Jordan and everyone's laughing at him for that, and then
Yeah,
you
here
go
comes.
and you take Odin over Durant, who's now he's going to be a Hall of Famer, a superstar,
Here comes-
and Odin plays in
Yeah.
100 games in 4 years. Like, come on, dude.
Here comes old Glass Feet.
Yeah,
and then he's done.
Christ
You know what I
almighty.
mean?
First off, did you see him? He looked 52 when he was drafted. You got
That's
to
what
think
I'm
something's
saying.
some light bulb's got to
That's
go
what I'm
off.
saying,
The
like-
dudes, remember those commercials? I'm a chameleon.
Oh,
no,
dude.
you're 60. And somehow
Exactly.
you just got drafted 1 overall.
Yeah, he was playing at
I
the
don't understand
YMCA. He was down at the YMCA.
Gary Myers,
and
like-
Thad Mata was like, "Hey, yo, buddy, come over here. I see you playing at the YMCA."
What'd you
And
get on
it's
your
unbelievable.
SATs 30 years ago?
We'll put a knee brace on both knees. You get out there, you'll play.
Dude, it was unbelievable.
Shoot free throws left-handed, no big deal, right? Remember
Durant's
that?
scoring 30 a game for Texas. This guy's got 2 knee braces on.
I love
Scoring
it. I
3
mean-
points a game for Ohio State, and he goes 1.
Well, real
I
quick,
mean, I
the
agree with you,
baseball,
but
the
leave
baseball,
me.
Matt Bush. We can't put any baseball in here because it's such a crapshoot.
It is, but Matt Bush is awful. He's never
It's
playing
the hardest
league.
thing to do in all sports. It's just when
No,
you get
but-
all that money and stuff. And,
Listen, baseball misses more than anybody. You
Yeah,
just
of
do.
course.
So I'm not going to put baseball in as my biggest boss because there's more misses.
Well, a lot of guys come out of high school.
I know.
In the NFL, we're talking guys that played at least 3 years in college.
I know. I'm just running
Yeah.
over this list on why baseball,
No, well, I'm agreeing.
hockey.
It's an agreement.
I'm leaving Alexander Dag off. I'm not getting cute with him. So we're between Odin and Leaf,
yeah.
and you both went.
I actually go Marcus Russell over Leaf though, but I think Odin and Russell and Leaf are all right there for. You can argue that they're the worst ever.
All right.
Yeah, and I think you said, just to get back to your point, I mean, Leaf for me, just because of all the other reasons, and then the point that you said of him being a hammerhead. Like, he's a guy that I love to fight. Like, there's a guy that I just like to wander in and say, let's get after it. Let's just drop the gloves. Let's go, right? Odin's just like, yeah, he looked 50 years old. He had glass feet.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
whatever, dude. Like,
his
you're
teammates-
terrible.
His teammates make him sandwiches and cook him dinner because they feel bad for him. You know what I mean? Like
The
this
guy with
guy's
a rocking
old, like,
chair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
here's
just-
a heating pad. Yo, Greg, here's a heating pad and stuff like that.
Well,
But
I mean, when I look
Leaf
at-
is just such a punk. I mean,
He
went
is.
after a cameraman, a
Wait,
reporter.
get that crap out of my face!
We all hate reporters. Like, I mean, we're not in the business that they're in, and I'm sure that, and we know there's plenty of roach reporters. Howard Eskin with his little fur. If Howard was in my face with a microphone in his little fur coat, all 5'1" of them, I'd probably want to smack him too. But you can't be a tough guy and go after a guy. So Leaf just had so many issues. It was just unreal.
see all the stuff that he did. I actually enjoy. If I'm interviewing him at the combine, back in the day, and I see the kind of intensity and the fire this guy got, and I already think that me and you think, like, this guy's this sure, this guy can't miss. Like, I see a ball come out of Peyton's hand back in the day and Leaf's hand, I said, oh, this is no question, right? I mean, come on. The guy had a cannon for an arm. Peyton threw the wobblers, right? We know the story.
He did.
We know the story. Granted, Peyton went 1, but
Peyton was a worker.
But I thought Leaf was going to be better than Peyton. I thought he was a sure ballot. This guy's a can't miss guy. He's got an attitude to him. He's got intensity. I love it. So if I'm interviewing him at the combine, I say, oh, I'm training up for you because I like your fire, right? I mean, I love it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it
well,
turned out to be,
that's all pre-stuff.
Well, it
Yeah,
turned out to
absolutely.
be his fire, turned out to be the biggest issue with him and why probably he didn't succeed.
I mean,
because of all being a quarterback in the NFL, it's all on you. And to be fair to him, he also came into a bad situation and never got it, obviously never lasted long enough to get stuff built around him. and was just a head case.
Nah,
And
swagger and passion and confidence and being cocky, that when you're good, that's okay. Tom Brady, all those things.
Well, through
You know what I
college
mean?
for Leaf,
I'm
it
just
wasn't a
saying,
problem.
TB12s, all those things. He'll grab your face mask. He's gonna. He's a great interview. I know. He's sitting up there comfortable in his Uggs and his scarf. And he goes home and he just absolutely drills a model every night. That's great. You know what I mean? But when that guy gets on the field, when he laces up those cleats, it's a nasty dude.
No, it is,
You know what I mean?
and he gets
So,
in your face. So
one
Leaf,
comes with the other. You can't be a doucher and
suck it
and
up
suck,
on the field.
So I'm the guy who's like breaking this tie right now.
It's
right?
that saying, you can't. You want to run with the dogs. You can't pee like a puppy. Come on, right?
What's wrong with the dogs? You can't pee like a puppy. That is freaking phenomenal.
He's squatting. He's not even lifting a leg.
Yeah, he just He
I like
wipes.
that.
He's a wiper. You know what I mean? Every
wipes.
once in a while, you know guys in life that are wipers.
How about this, right?
He wipes,
Front
he
wipers.
wipes back to front. I was gonna come with it. I love it.
I mean, Ryan Leaf, right? 14 TDs, 36 interceptions, a passer rating of 50. Okay, for this is career. This is terrible.
14 TDs.
14 TDs, 36 interceptions. You want to see that? You want to hear?
Come
it?
on. I mean, do you have
He
to look
threw-
any further? Do you want to look at
His rookie year, right?
Do you
His
want to
roo-
look any further?
I know there's struggles in your rookie year. Right? His rookie year, 2 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Okay? I mean, it's just brutal. Brutal. Pass rating of 39.
Guy had a good year.
2 touchdowns. That's incredible.
15.
How did he
picks
not
and
get
2
taken
TDs.
outside back behind the woodshed? I mean, if you're his teammate, poor Junior Seau, rest in peace. That's what happened to the poor guy. He had to deal with this guy. He was like, geez, and crackers. I mean, this guy's my quarterback.
That guy's bad. Real bad.
2 touchdowns. You could do that in a quarter sometimes, just by accident.
Oh, and
Just
then,
throw it up for grabs.
well, in 99, he was hurt. So in 2000, he came back and really slung it. 11 TDs, 18 picks. So really picked it up.
Yeah,
I
well-
mean, really was.
I think he was popping painkillers by then. I think that's when he got pops for that, or he was selling them. And he ended up coaching at a high school. I mean, this guy is the number one of all time.
is.
He's the number one.
He is.
That guy's he's at a high
makes it
school.
easy
He's,
for him.
Such a hammer.
he's at a high school in Montana. I mean,
He's just giving out friggin' pills. to the kids.
giving out pills, teaching woodshop. I mean, cut it out, right? That's it. You beat it. You're done. Vote on Twitter. Go ahead, people. But
Yeah,
I
do
mean,
it, yeah.
we just gave you the resume of all resumes right there. 14 TDs in your career. Jimmy crickets.
Listen, forget the 14 TDs if he only threw like 5 picks. But the 14 TDs and the 36 picks were like, dude, who are you throwing the ball to? Like, did
The
you
other
watch
team.
tape?
That's who he's throwing
Or
the ball
Did you
to.
watch
He's throwing
tape
the ball
at
to the
all?
other team.
Did you watch tape, or were you banging like perks in the bathroom during film session? Where were you?
Absolutely.
Like, where were you? Like, that's hard. Like, even like David Carr at least had like his numbers were like even. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like either one
Yeah,
was
he
higher
was
than
just
the other.
never upright.
No, he's stuck.
He was on his back all the
Yeah,
time.
he's stuck. And don't get me wrong. I mean, Leaf got crushed too. 22 sacks, 31 sacks. I mean, in 10 games, he was getting beat up. But who's blocking for him? For this head case, he's not buying you dinner. You're lucky if he slips a perk in your fanny pack on the way out practice. That's all you're getting out of that scumbag. Let's go here.
You
Let's
earned a
go.
10 today.
You're the 7.5 today. Enjoy yourself. Wow, he's my one. I mean, Odin's right there, but at least Odin worked his way out of the league because he just couldn't stay healthy. I mean, whatever. Leaf worked his way out of the league.
Because he was 57. I'm telling you. That's why he's out of the league.
I mean, Leaf worked
He
his
couldn't
way out of
run.
the league because he's just an ass.
Yeah.
And maybe he was as good as we thought he was, but maybe all the extra.
Apparently he wasn't.
Well, maybe all
Oh,
the
the
extra.
NFL game's so fast. The NFL game is
Especially
so
when you're
fast.
perked up,
It's just,
dude.
yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, it's one thing to see the game clear straight as an arrow.
No.
You start dilating your pupils
Well,
and
he's-
getting cute
yeah.
on game day. I mean,
He's that
you're not
guy.
going to win much.
yeah, he's that one for that
Every
one movie.
jersey looks
He's
the
that
same.
guy. He's that guy driving the car in that one movie, and then the officer pulls him over. He goes, "You know how fast you're going?" He goes, "I don't know, officer." And the guy goes, 7. 7. And he's driving 7, and everybody else is just flying by him. You know what I mean? The NFL's
Farley.
just flying. NFL's flying by him.
He's a
He just
statue.
couldn't handle. He couldn't handle the speed.
No, he couldn't. All the collars ran together. He didn't know who was
I mean,
who.
that was back when the Pac-12 was, still what it is, but it was, wasn't very good.
Pac-10 and it was shit.
Yeah, back then. That's right.
It was shit. No question. So on the other side, I mean, we dove deep into this, which is fun. We'll talk a little. We talked about Ryan Leaf. And on our side, we're gonna venture into one Mr. Peyton Manning and his legacy. The guy taken before Ryan Leaf, Mr. Knuckleball, as they like to say. I like to say I mean, I don't think the guy ever threw a spiral,
Old forehead.
but found a way to win and found
Possibly
a way.
the greatest quarterback ever.
And one of the biggest scandals too that seems to come out at the end
Scandal's
too.
Weak.
Oh, it's not weak. You're fondling. That's a
It's
scandal.
weak. He didn't fondle. He mooned her.
He
Get
mooned
over
her.
it.
Dude, you're even more of a tool bag. You're mooning her.
No, you know what happened?
No, we'll talk
Read
on
the
our
thing.
side what happened. And you're going
Okay.
to read it to me because I don't read, Brian. Okay?
Oh, so
I
you
talk.
can't read. Go work.
No, I can read. Who the hell said I can't read? You're a problem.
I did.
This last segment brought to you by, first off, I've been doing this because I'm under the weather. I forget what the hell I'm doing sometimes here. And, I'm apologetic. I'm really not. Don't listen then. But this is Agree, Disagree, only on the worldwide leader of real mother effing Shark Talk. And if you don't know what Shark Talk is, Google it and Google us, and you'll find Shark Talk. And this segment was brought to you by Romeo's Termite and Pest Control, your local pest control provider, family-owned and operated business. You can give Mark Romeo a call at 856-341-3927 on the web, Romeo'sPestControl.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and operator of A2DRadio.com and host of Agree to Disagree. If I want to go check out a ball game, there's no better place than the Philly Sports Bar located at 31 South Black Horse Pike in Runnymede, New Jersey. With over 40 plasma and HD TVs, a brick oven, a 2-story deck, the sports bar has surpassed everyone's expectations. From the one-of-a-kind sports memorabilia to life-size sports figures, the bar stays true to its name. The Philly Sports Bar will provide quality service along with outstanding variety of the finest liquors and well-known beers in a family-friendly environment while remaining true to what they are, the best darn sports bar. That's the Philly Sports Bar located in Runnymede, New Jersey.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey guys, Rob Povia here from Fantasy Dominance Now and the Hockey Happy Hour with a quick question. Are you in need of a professional home improvement? Then contact Harry's Contracting, 609-638-6336. That's 609-638-6336. No job too big, no job too small. The owner, Harry Ernst, is a fully licensed general contractor. Tile work, bathroom and kitchen remodeling, and just about everything else. No matter what you need, Harry will leave your home looking as beautiful as ever. Harry's Contracting offers free estimates, and if you mention A2D Radio during the estimate, Harry will give you 15% off the quote. Give him the job, tack on another 5% for a total of 20% savings off his already insane low prices. So contact Harry's Contracting today, 609-638-6336, or email harryscontractingimprovements@gmail.com. Harry's Contracting, insane home improvements.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Agree to disagree. A2DRadio.com. If you're just joining us on tonight's program, talk about the biggest bust in sports history, and you can vote. Still vote to the end. Facebook, Twitter, A2D Radio is how you can find us. You can get on the action, 856-295-1178, and you can follow all our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Tumblr, whatever other ones. We got them all. A2D Radio is how you can find us. And our biggest draft bust in all of sports, we had 4 names that you can go find yourself. We're not here to tell you. Go to the Twitter page, find it yourself. But our biggest bust that we decided on was Ryan Leaf. 14 TDs and 36 interceptions. Horrendous. And he won it.
Just an overall awful person, really.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the awfulness of the person ties deeply into it. No question about it. So we're going to be moving on. Talk a little bit about Peyton Manning's legacy. Going to most likely retire next week, and it's the end of
Is
an
he going to
era.
retire, though?
And that's the reports coming out.
The Broncos came out today and said he hasn't made a decision.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to retire.
Well, this is brought to you by Harry's Contracting. For professional home improvement, give Harry Ernst a call, 609-638-6336. Email him at Harry's Contracting Improvements, or I don't even know what it is.
listen,
They're
he
stealing
knows-
papers. There's no
Mr.
papers
Mustang?
here.
He
Nah,
knows,
it's no longer Mr. Mustang. Harry's Contracting Improvements at gmail.com. There you go for Harry. We're here, Harry.
If he doesn't, it's just because he's smart. He knows that defense is absolutely dirty, and he's probably, he's hoping he can maybe do enough to get by Eli. Because who wants to be on the same list as that knucklehead?
Well, let me go over some of the comments on our Facebook for people just joining
But
in.
he's done. He should be done.
Brian Wilson.
I'd like to see him retire.
Yeah.
Brian Wilson was on our list as the biggest bust in sports history on our Facebook page. Some of the comments.
He got a bad rap.
Some of the comments tossed out. Zach Burr said Leaf because he's such a head case. Frank Vespi chimes in Odin for the sake of his Facebook. Not really quite sure where he was going with that one. Andrew No, Jamarcus Russell. Christopher Lyons went Brian Wilson. I also went Brian Wilson on here. And then Andrew No decides to go or Griffey because he didn't hit 800 home runs like you're supposed to. So
That's just Andrew
typical.
being an asshole.
typical
Andrew.
comment. Yep.
Yeah, easy, big fella.
So there's some of the comments on there, and I think
He's like the biggest Griffey fan you'll meet. So he's just doing that to be a joke.
big Griff fan.
Somebody on there was like, "This guy said Griffey." It was a joke, dude. Get a clue.
Yeah, that guy didn't get it at all. He was like, Griffey, really on this? This is where you're going? This is what you're using your time for? Dude, he's joking around. Relax. So that being said, the Twitter question is brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center, located in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them on the web at scanzanosports.com or give them a call, 856-889-3434. So in the Peyton's legacy here, gentlemen, where he's an all-time great, and we got that. But where does he fit into you guys' legacy? What is his legacy to you, gentlemen? If he so does retire at the end of the
Top 3 quarterback of all time.
in the next week, top 3 all time.
I mean,
Yes.
he's right there. With,
I think you can argue for any of the 3 spots, 1, 2, or 3.
I don't like him.
I know you don't. We're well aware.
I'll throw him top 5,
He's top 3.
6 maybe.
He is top 3.
I mean, you don't have to like him, but you
Yeah,
have to
he
look at
is
the body
top
of
3.
work. I mean,
He
He
holds
holds all. He
You have
holds
to
all the
look at-
records. He has 2
you have to look at
titles.
the
I'll
body
give
of
him
work.
5. I'll give him 5.
You're an idiot.
No, I can be an idiot, or I can throw to Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne my whole career too.
That's fine.
So I mean, that
So
doesn't
Joe
help.
Montana threw to Jerry Rice's whole career. That doesn't help.
Okay, he's not my number 1 now.
Okay, so Brady, what?
Okay,
He
the
has
guy
the
who's
best
done
coach,
well-
his best coach of all time, and always a great
So
defense.
you say the best
Doesn't-
coach of all time who couldn't coach a team before him, but
Okay.
got him and then
Okay,
became the greatest
yeah.
coach of all
Yeah,
time.
okay, best coach of all time.
Players make you a great coach.
That's fine.
He had Randy Moss.
Players win. Coaches just coach. Yeah, Randy Moss. Randy Moss took 75 touchdowns that year. Now, what does that
Actually,
say?
he threw less
That
than
was like
Peyton
Bonds coming into camp on steroids like that.
By the way,
That's how that year was.
Have you seen him?
Who Barry
He
looks
looks
thin.
like, oh my God, he looks like he dropped 100 lbs.
Really did.
I mean, you got to keep up the charade, Bear. You got to. That's what I'm saying. Like, once your hand is in the cookie jar, everybody knows, buddy. I mean, just by being skinny is not going to get you in the Hall of Fame. Keep pumping, keep feeding your neck with stuff, and get after it. I couldn't even recognize the guy. It's back to Ethiopian Barry. Ridiculous. I mean, just keep up the charade, buddy. I mean, until you die. Even if the doctor says, hey, you only got a couple days to live because you destroyed your liver and you destroyed everything organ you have because you've been pumping steroids for the last 15 years. You say, Doc, I got to go. I gotta go down with the ship. All right? I'm going down with the ship, Doc. It's
You make your bed, you lay it.
That's it.
Yeah, you're laying it. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
But I mean, to me, he's linked with he's right there. He's linked with Brady. I mean, all the battles and the fact that he's got 2 titles. If he got skunked, if he went through his career and had all those records like Danny Boy and got skunked, you know what I mean? Then you got a little bit of argument.
Like 7th, 8th.
Yeah, and that kills me. That kills me. But we've always talked about it's a leadership position. It's a winning position.
You got to win a title.
You know what I mean?
To be considered in my top 5, you have to have a title.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I'm starting a franchise, I'm taking Marino over Peyton.
Why?
Because he slings it, brother. There's no lollipops
So Peyton
here.
doesn't sling it?
I never had the gunslinger. Never.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
He holds the record for everything.
Okay, the balls came out floppy to me.
Who cares if it's floppy if it's on the point?
All right, so did Dan. Dan
You're
wasn't
an
on
idiot.
the point. You're an idiot. Dan wasn't on point.
You're so far off.
Dan wasn't on
You're
point.
so off base right now. It's amazing.
I'm on base. I'm taking Brady and Marino if I'm starting a franchise over Peyton.
Okay, it's bad choice.
That's fine. So's a losing record in the playoffs, right?
He doesn't have a losing record in the playoffs.
500.
It doesn't matter what he has.
What is it? Because you claim it's not losing.
I know it wasn't good. It's around. It's like just above 500 maybe.
Okay, we'll confirm this.
I think head-to-head he won the Brady battle, right?
Now he has.
As
in
much
the
as people
playoffs.
thought. No, I'm just saying, as much as it felt lopsided, with the eye test.
In the playoffs, the regular season, Brady shot him.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It's fine. Yeah, that's where you're gonna go.
What?
We're gonna go to. He beat him in the head-to-head. That's where we're freaking going now.
That's all I'm
So
saying.
he's better than Brady now.
No, I'm not saying he's better than Brady. I said top 3. You're trying to put him outside top 5. He holds every record with 2 titles. It doesn't make any sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. It's just because you don't like the guy.
I can't put him 4.
You don't like the guy. And how can you not like him?
14 and 13.
Yeah. What don't you like about him? Forget about
Dude,
talent.
it's a great guy.
Reportedly.
Reportedly, great
now
guy.
that comes out.
He threw a moon at
What
some,
do you not
at
like?
some
You
bitch that was taping his ankle.
You don't like his giant head. You feel like there's a ton of skeletons in there. As soon as they open it up, it'll come flying out. What do you not like about the guy? I mean,
he does have a huge forehead. It's probably a 6 head. But
no, it's just the ball. I never fell in love with the ball.
He never threw a great ball. I'll give you that.
I can say I never fell in love with that, and that be something that just hinders me.
But the
I can
stats
put him
don't
4th.
lie.
Okay, I know the guy's great. Me putting 4 or 5 isn't diminishing the guy's greatness.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Because you're putting people ahead of him that shouldn't be ahead of him.
Who did I put ahead of him? You don't even know who I put ahead of him.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because it should be ahead of him.
I got some guys I'll put ahead of him.
No, you're wrong.
I'm going to get freaking cute with this shit.
Go ahead. Go
right?
be cute.
Well, Brady's ahead of him.
Favre.
No.
No, I'm throwing it out there.
That's a good name, though. That's a gunslinger. I do like his ball a lot. I like his balls a lot.
I love his commercials.
Oh,
Tommy Copper.
Let me tell you, I will take over, man. You can.
And
You
some
can have
Levi's.
it.
I'm ready for it. Elway.
You go hissy fit. Right when it's all said and done, I might take Ben over him if I'm starting a franchise.
No.
That's a winner. That's a winner.
He looks like a winner, right?
That's
You're
a winner.
talking about having character issues that allegedly a good guy, and you just dropped Big Ben on me. Are you shitting me,
I'm
Kyle?
multi-rapist.
Are you shitting me?
You don't want your sister in the bathroom with Ben walks in,
guy that
okay? And
people
you're
want-
worried about Peyton.
When he goes to piss, people are watching the door because there's something going on in it.
Was there a girl in there? Was there not a girl in there? We don't know, Tom. I wasn't in the bathroom.
Touch my
But
unit. Touch my unit. Come on. I'm Ben.
Listen. To me.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Football's fine. He said
You can't
allegedly
do
good
that.
guy.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly
He went
a
air
good guy.
quote. He went air
Ben's
quote.
crashing motorcycles
too.
and screwing girls in
Guys,
bathrooms.
You two. If you two know me,
Tremendous Saturday Night Live
if
guy.
you know me.
What a skit.
I've never.
The greatest
liked,
skit on
liked
Saturday
Peyton.
Night
No, I know you don't
And
like
it's
Peyton.
never. All
I
I,
know you
said
don't.
is the
I don't
legend
like
stuff.
Brady, and you
I'm
know it.
not dropping Peyton because it's something he mooned some girl there. I'm just talking about if I'm starting a franchise, what quarterback would I take over Peyton? You're asking me some names. I'm giving you.
Ben's not there.
I'm not saying he's better than him. I just like him more. That's all. His off the field shit's another story. We're just talking about a football player. I like Ben. When it's
Peyton's like 10.
I
It's not
get
your car, is it?
There's a
with
guy.
the
There's a guy.
excited.
The guy's an adamant.
Don't go Elway?
No.
Okay.
Why? Because Peyton's
Because
stats
you're
are
just going to go,
Peyton's
okay.
stats are better. They won the same amount, and Elway in
So
the playoffs all the time.
So a definition of an eye
and
test
Elway's
doesn't
a
matter,
dickhead.
right? So the definition of an eye test
And
means nothing
Elway's
to
a
you.
dickhead.
It's the problem. And you look up numbers. And never
I don't
once
care about the
through this
numbers.
course of the situation have you eye tested it. I'm
Because he's looked bad, dude. Are you kidding?
not saying he's look bad. The guy, I don't know, in cold
Cameron,
weather.
what?
I don't know. The guy just, I feel like he came up. Would you stop it?